Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Osama Gazel, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to create that sort of a scribble or line trails effect in Adobe Premiere Pro. Alright, so before we start guys, I just have to let you know that this effect is not developed in advanced settings in Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's why it's a little bit limited and according to my experience, only works if you're trying to create like that kind of light trails or line trails, as you guys saw in the beginning of this video. And of course, you can do way much better if you're trying to develop the same effect in Adobe After Effects. And that's why my next tutorial will be showing you guys how to do the same scribble effect in Adobe After Effects. But since I'm actually dedicating this channel to explain more and upload more tutorials on both Premiere Pro and After Effects, so I decided to upload the Premiere Pro tutorial today and repeat this effect in Adobe After Effects, but next time. Alright, so the first step, as you guys can see, I trimmed my clip into 3 separate clips, and the reason I did that is because I want to follow the dancer's hand. As you guys can see, her hand moves upwards in this little clip, then as you guys can see, this quick movement from the left to the right side, and her right hand moves from the left to the right side again in the third and final clip. Alright, so the next step will be looking up for something called Write On in Effects panel over here. Drag it and drop it onto the 3 clips because that's where we're going to apply the same effect 3 times, right? So we can go to the first clip and start changing the positioning of the brush. So far you cannot see the brush guys because it's pretty much like a small white dot, and the girl's dress is also white, so you can't see that. But if we zoomed in a little bit, you can see this little dot over here, and this is the starting point of the whole trail we're gonna create. Alright, so first of all, we will have to assign the starting point at which the brush starts moving. So to do that, we have to keep moving the cursor until we'll see the first frame where her hand starts appearing. So I'm gonna move this cursor 1 frame, still not appearing. Here it is, guys. So now we will have to move this plus sign and match it with her right hand, then create a keyframe for the brush position. Alright, and the rest will be just moving 1 frame at a time, and highlight the Write On effect again, move the plus circle with her hand, move another keyframe, keep doing that until you're pretty much done with your line or your trail. And alright, so as you guys can see, it's a little bit hard to move it every time from the circle, so you can just change the X and Y axis from these values until you match it correctly. And here we are. This is the last frame in our clip, and as you guys can see, let me zoom in a little bit. I did create a brush dot at each and every single frame in my clip. So the next step will actually be getting rid of these spaces between the dots and make it 1 line. And to do that, let me just get it back to normal. To do that, what we have to do is go into the brush spacing over here and reduce this value. Then just increase the brush size a little bit. Something like that will be nice. And if you guys want to change the color, you can change it. I'll make it between the yellow and green. Here it is. Let's see that. And here it goes. Now what we have to do is just repeating the same steps with every clip in order to create different line trails with each hand. But before doing that, let me show you guys something. As you guys can see here, since I changed the color from white to yellow, now the dot can be seen, and I don't want to have that. I want it to start appearing just when her hand moves in front of her body. And to do this, let me go to the first frame here and change the brush size to 0, create a keyframe, then move to the beginning of the brush position keyframes and increase the brush size again to, let's say, 8, and that will make it disappear from the beginning and only starts appearing when her hand starts moving. Then I will go to the last keyframe in my position, in my brush position, create another keyframe and leave the value at 8, then move one keyframe forward and bring it back to 0. So once the clip ends, the brush disappears completely. Alright, one more thing you guys can do here is changing the stroke length over here, and what that does is increase or decrease the time duration in which these lines or these dots can be visible. So if you guys remember, that line was actually a bunch of dots that we brought close to each other, and by increasing this value to, let's say, 1 over here, that means that every and single dot in this line will be visible for 1 second. Or if you want to increase that more, I can't really show that to you guys here because my clip is really short, but you can experiment that on longer clips. And another thing is by changing the paint style from original to transparent if you want to get rid of the video and just keep the line, or to reveal original image, and that might get funny in some cases if you guys want to customize your scribbles or your lines for certain clips. Alright guys, so now I actually repeated the same steps on the remaining 2 clips, the second and the third one. So let's see how it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so as I told you guys, this effect is pretty limited in Adobe Premiere Pro, is not that advanced, and that's why my next tutorial in Adobe After Effects will be much better, and it actually gives you more chance to get more creative with it. That's why I like to use that effect and develop it in Adobe After Effects rather than using it in Adobe Premiere Pro. Anyways, I really hope you guys like this tutorial, and as I'm always saying, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. And you can also, guys, press this bell button down below in order to get notifications once I upload my new videos. Until the next time, thank you so much guys for watching, and see ya.